So with the burpee box over. Right, we're back here for workout number 2. Let it rip. It is 15 minutes of hell. All right, so you're going to have 3 minutes, right, for each section. Now listen carefully. Conan loves to make these complicated workouts. Listen carefully. Our ladies are going to have 15 calories on the Hurricane bike. That is your buy-in. So in your 0 to 3 minutes is your buy-in. Then you'll chip away at 30 hang snatches. If the time runs out, you'll go back to your bike and then you'll buy in again for the next time, which will be that 3 to 6 minutes. Right. Now, what they're going to be chipping away at is the hang snatches. Then they're going to go into, the ladies are doing 6 ring muscle ups, then 25 hang clean and jerks, 6 ring muscle ups, 20 thrusters, 6 ring muscle ups, and then 15 hang squat cleans. That is score number 1. Score number 2, if there is still time remaining, if you've chipped away, say now you're on the 9th minute, the 12th minute, going to the 15th minute, you'll have those 3 minutes to get score 2, which is max toes to rings and ring muscle up.
So it looks like it is a complex for one rep.
Yeah. That is complex.
1 rep, that's it.
So it will be 1 toe to ring and then 1 ring muscle up complex, and that will be. Yeah, so it will be 12 to 15 for that 3 minutes. Yeah, that last one. Right, our athletes are about to kick it off here. We have heat number 1. Hopefully they sorted out everything here. Right, so one team's not here. So lane 1, stepsisters. Lane 2, TNT. And then lane number 3, 2 cousins in a WOD.
Okay, on your mark.
Lane 1's this side, Jeff. Lane 1's that side. No one there. Alright, so there are only 3 teams in this heat. We were just confirming that. And those teams are stepsisters, TNT, 2 cousins in a WOD. Right, as mentioned, we got a couple of these ladies will be doing the RX, and a couple of these ladies will be doing the scaled version. There are 2 scaled versions. It would be the weight. So scaled version 1 will be 30 kgs, and then 25 kgs for scale 2.
So much happening in this workout, so much options, but give it to Conan to keep things interesting.
Yeah, we laughing here because Conan, it's very difficult to read what he's put out here on his sheets. But as we get more familiar with this, we'll inform you of what's going on. Yeah, our scorer says try and design the score sheets. So yeah. Right, and off our ladies go. They're busy with their buy-in now. They'll then move into those hang snatches. The weights will vary for these ladies depending on what they choose.
Yeah, it looks like almost everybody has done their first switch from athlete to athlete on the Eco bike or the Hurricane bike. Waiting for that calories to get done, and there we have our first snatcher, lane number 4. So as we say, they have to try and chip away the time remaining on that clock with 30 hang snatches. Share it how you want.
2 minutes left.
Nice. Like we say, guys, everybody here, it is a hang snatch. You cannot snatch it from the blocks. They are required to move it up. Yo, on your screen right now, Team TNT absolutely cycling that bar like this. It is play date, easy game. Nice, guys. We love the comments. Keep going through. Keep cheering on your athletes, family members. Awesome to see you guys get involved here.
We got Julia Westerby here. Go stepsister, go bananas. So we got our comments here. Make sure that you shout out your favorite teams here in the comments. And you can see there on the right of your screen there, that is Ashley. She literally learned snatches on Thursday. So here she is learning how to do hang snatches in this competition. She gets that one up. And then her cousin here, been doing CrossFit for about 5 years now. She's quite comfortable on the bar, decent technique for those hang snatches. And she's smashing a panic here. We call it the Scott. Is that correct? Scott Panic.
That time is almost up for the first interval before they reset and do they buy in again for the second time. There we go, first interval done, and now the assault bikes or hurricane bikes have to go again. What's going to be interesting to see again, this is a chip away workout, so you got to capitalize on the time that you have to work. What are you going to go and blow out in the first interval, or are you going to blow out in the middle to last interval of the workout? That's going to be important to see how these ladies choose to pace their workout from start to finish.
I think this is one of those workouts that you must have practiced it beforehand. Like if you come in here and you haven't really practiced it, you're not going to know that pacing, and you might absolutely blow out on those snatches, for instance. And the movements, because it's a hang snatch the whole time, you're going to be taxing that grip a lot. So when our RX ladies come in a little bit later, coming into those ring muscle ups, that might affect it as well.
My big take on this workout is going to be the hurricane bike. There's not a lot of facilities in Africa, South Africa that have the access to a hurricane bike. Now you might look at, okay, same concept as an assault bike. No, very different. Smooth, comfortable bike, but it does not tick. It actually is, in my opinion, 3 times worse than the assault bike. So I think people not having the experience and not having to come test this workout, they are going to get a shock. It's going to be like a brick wall hitting you in the face for 5 intervals in a row.
Of course, the hurricane bike, those fans are a lot bigger, so it takes a lot more effort to turn those fans around. Obviously a lot more air resistance, so athletes are going to struggle, as you mentioned, Ruan. If they have not tried one of these hurricanes bike out, they are going to run into a brick wall, or cycle into a brick wall, should we say.
Into a brick wall, that's exactly what's going to happen. But so far all these teams are moving nice and smooth. Haven't seen a major drop in pace just yet, but let's see. Normally in a 3, or in this case 5 round workout, it's that middle round. So after round 3, we'll see who's still got gas left for the last 2.
You can see a couple of these athletes already starting to hands on the knees, starting to look a little bit tired there. However, as you said, pace hasn't slowed down yet, but you can see that they're starting to feel a little bit taxed here, but that pace still maintaining the same.
That's it. So far, it looks like it's a big race between Team TNT sisters in lane number 2, and then we got our team in lane number 3 on those thrusters, cranking them out.
Yeah, that's right. Stepsisters TNT and 2 cousins in a WOD. They're busy battling it out here. And the ladies working hard here. They're almost done here. They're going to move on to their 6 minute now. 6 to 9. So now they'll have, again, 15 calories, their buy-in, in that 6 to 9 minute time period. Remember, they had 3 minutes, and that buy-in every single time on that Hurricane bike. And you can see a lot of those mouths are opening up wide right now. They are sucking in the gas. They're going to need that oxygen.
The lactate is starting to build up into the legs, and the lungs are starting to feel like blisters popping everywhere. Coming off of the previous event that had a lot of running and pistols at the end, now going into workout, in my opinion, is a lot of legs. Leg drive on the Olympic movements, the snatch, the hang clean, the thrusters especially, coupling all of that every time what they buy in on the Hurricane bike. Absolutely nasty. Everybody looking at home, if you have not seen the previous workout, you will not understand that what they're going through right now is an absolute disaster on the legs.
And then our stepsisters here, we got Caroline Jack, 45 years old, and Janice Wagner, she's 47. Caroline been to the Olympics. She's played for SA in hockey, was the captain there as well. And then, of course, we have Janice. Janice has been training here at WICO for a couple of years now. She says her favorite movement is watching Caroline on the assault bike. She says her favorite cardio machine is Caroline.
That's it, perfect. You gotta love the camaraderie when teams are put together. You see that it creates a good dynamic between the athletes and the team.
There's always that one athlete who's just a cardio machine, so I love that. Like, my favorite cardio machine, Caroline. Awesome stuff, yeah. But these ladies, still a long way to go. It looks like our stepsisters here. Actually, I don't know. I think it might be TNT or stepsisters. Might be in the lead, yeah.
I like what we're seeing in the technique there from Tanya and Team TNT. Nice quick pop, no hesitation, no wastage of movement and time. She's really efficient, really smooth, and even her partner as well. No need to wait. Pop, down, stand up, go. Machine-wise, she is moving through those hang squat cleans. Really good.
100%. So a lot of athletes, where they get the squat clean wrong, is they don't fall under the bar. And that causes them to do a long squat down and a long squat back up instead of just dropping under the bar and squatting up.
That is it. That is exactly. With the squat clean, the technique you want to try to do, you can see there now on your screen, compared to the previous goals in Team TNT, you don't want to be having to pull all the way up and do a full squat clean. The point of the squat clean is just to pull, drop, stand.
And lane number 4, it is our stepsisters who took the lead there. And they are now moving on to that 9 to 12 minutes, and it looks like lane number 4 are your leaders at this point. They are on that second scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and as you can see, Caroline, it's no joke that Janice says that it is her favorite piece of equipment is Caroline being the machine. She is cranking on that Hurricane bike. There we go, make a changeover in lane 4. Janice as well, not unused to the Hurricane bike, as we've said before. She's been training at WICO Fitness here, the facility with all the cardio equipment you can ever need. She is just cranking away on that Hurricane bike. There we go, we've got Caroline again going her complex of a toes to bar into a pull-up. Again, the complex needs to be toes to bar, pull up. That will accumulate to 1 rep. And every complex they do, max reps in the time remaining, that's going to be their second score. There we go. And as long as our athletes are not coming off of the bar for a successful rep to count, they have to complete that toes to bar and pull up unbroken. They can do as many as they want, but they cannot do a toes to bar drop and do the pull up. That will not count. They would have to do a toes to bar and, as you see now, a pull up over the rig. And here we've got again Tanya and Team TNT, super smooth, very fast, not wasting any recap. Absolutely amazing to see. She is cranking away and making up a lot of ground by missed in the previous intervals. Let's see if her partner will do the same thing. Here we go, no wasted movement from the toaster bar straight into the pull-up. Although Caroline and them, the sisters were slightly ahead, we can now see Team TNT are just way more efficient in their gymnastic complexes and accumulating reps like it's no one's business.
And as you mentioned, that TNT just looking more efficient on the bar there at the moment with that complex. We're just trying to see which scaled version they have. So it looks like they're busy with scaled version 1. So they will do one toe to bar and then a pull up. And this is their final buy-in. But it looks like the teams in lane number 2 and 4 are dominating here. Lane number 3 is struggling to keep up at this point. But they still got some time to get into those max reps. And then obviously with that complex, it just adds a little bit of a different dynamic and stimulus to the body. So a lot of people are used to that kip where they just go straight into the pull-up. But now you got to think about that kip. It's a slightly different kip to the pull-up when you're going to a toes to bar. So to try and get that, if you haven't done it before, if you haven't practiced it before, it's going to be a lot harder. And you're going to have a lot more energy being used and a lot more fatigue in those muscles. Don't forget, if you're looking to advertise with us, make sure you head on over to ItsHappening.Africa. In our biggest events, our larger events like Last Man Standing, Fittest in PE, we will average about up to 20,000 views. And don't forget that it is bang for buck. When the stream is not live, people can keep coming back to re-watch that stream. Your advert will remain on our stream. So you pay for that once off and you get that stream for a lifetime. It's bang for buck, especially when you are targeting the community that you want. And that is our CrossFit community here at WICO, Last Man Standing, Fittest in PE. Just a few of our partners. As we watch Tanya here, she's got a nice technique there. Nina now, she's about to jump onto the bar. Nina up, 44 seconds. Nina gets her toes to bar and pull up. And that is Team TNT. They are currently in 3rd place. But choosing to go with the scaled option here. Scaled version 1. So we'll have to see how that affects them on the leaderboard if a team does the RX in the ladies division. 10 seconds remaining for these athletes. And there was great technique there from two cousins in a WOD. They looked very, very comfortable there. They were just on the left there on the bar. And it looked like they got out a couple of reps there in those final few seconds. So let's see, maybe that pushed them up a little bit on the leaderboard. But don't go anywhere. Next up, we got heat number 2. All right, we are back here for heat number 2. Heat number 2, we got lane 1, Samson Chicks, lane 1, Samson Chicks, lane number 2, Lean Machines, lane 3, 2 Trailer Park Girls, lane 4, Flintstones. Right, make sure that you leave a comment here for your favorite teams. Hit that like and subscribe button. Helps us in the long run. If you've just tuned in, welcome. Currently watching an ItsHappening.Africa production. If you're looking to advertise and get your company out there, make sure that you head on over to ItsHappening.Africa, and we'll get back to you shortly. We'll send you some of our quotes, our prices. Don't forget that these adverts are bang for buck, and why I say that is because they stay on our streams forever. So if you bought for Last Man Standing, that's coming up next weekend, that will remain on the Last Man Standing stream until we choose to delete the stream, which most likely will be never. So once-off payment, and you get a lifetime of advertising for whenever someone goes to go watch those videos. At Fitness PE, we hit over 20,000 views. Our biggest events, we tend to do anything from 10 to 20,000. And what a better way to get your company out there than to advertise on a live streaming platform. On our screens here, we got our ladies in lane number 1. That is our Samson Chicks. See, she chooses to do a bit of a lower pull, so she'll run the bar down her femur, then into the pocket, and then pop it up for those hang snatches. They're ready onto their burpee over bar. I think a lot of these athletes will choose to go burpee over bar because those ring muscle ups are quite brutal. So a lot of athletes choosing to go with the scaled version. And I think if one team chooses to go at the ring muscle ups, they will definitely walk away with that number 1 spot. As we mentioned, those Hurricane bikes, if you've never been on one, it's not like the assault bike. The assault bike, you can play a little bit with it, go a little bit faster, a little bit slower. The thing with the Hurricane bike is you got to try to keep that bike moving. If you get it to a dead halt, it is very hard to get started, and it's very hard to tick those calories over as well, because that fan is a lot bigger, a lot more air resistance. Don't be shy, make sure that you jump into our comment section. We've already had Julia in here. She said, go stepsisters, go bananas. That was in heat number 1. Let's get a couple more comments. Don't be shy. See our ad. And looks like lots of little malfunctions at the moment. We've also lost the camera by the looks of it. And all these athletes on those buy-ins once again. Remember, 15 calories for these ladies. Bike's a lot harder to move. As we see some teams already. Moving their way to the bar. And 2 trailer park girls. Looks like they are now in second place. I do believe that lane number 1, the Samson Chicks, might be leading this one. Yeah, our Samson Chicks have a giant lead at the moment over the rest of the field. As we catch up with them here on your screen now, they already got through those thrusters. See these athletes absolutely destroying it here. That's our Samson ladies. There's Rowan's sister, Chandra Polgieter, as well as Kimberly Topham. "30 seconds left before they go back to their buy-in. So, Rowan's sister, Chandra, she says her best 5 kilometer run time is 32 minutes. And off they go for that next buy-in. Plenty work still to be done here for these athletes. But our clear leaders at the moment, Samson Chicks, Chandra as well as Kim, just doing absolute phenomenal work here on the bar. And that's why they have that massive lead. Their technique just above the rest of the field at the moment. And looking really strong. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Most importantly, our bell notification button. You'll know exactly when we go live. As we fast approach the back end of this workout, these ladies have been working really hard. Lane number 1 been walking away with this one. But on your screens now, lane 2 and 3, lean machines, 2 trailer park girls. Still going neck and neck. But remember, our trailer park girls, they still have extra 15 minutes. There was a bit of a malfunction with the hurricane. last one coming up. This is their final buy-in. It looks good, bro. Final buy-in here for these athletes. Lane number one, like I said, they have been walking away with this. That is Chandra as well as Kim in lane number one, the Samson chicks. Phenomenal lifting. The technique was amazing. And that's what that separation was between everyone here at the moment. It's going to come down to that lifting technique. Do you have that technique? The weight isn't as heavy as you would think it is, and they can move that bar really, really fast. 30 kgs on the bar for the ladies, and then 50 kgs for the men. All these ladies are doing scaled version number one. So they will do their hang snatches, then 10 burpees over bar instead of the ring muscle ups. And as we see some athletes on the rings. That is scaled version 2. So if you see someone on the rings, they'll be on scaled version 2. So it doesn't matter if they get more reps than the ladies that are doing the complex on the bar. They will still finish lower just because they are doing the lower of the scaled versions. 25 seconds remaining. But remember, lane number 3, they'll have extra 15 seconds. There was a bit of a mess up there on the bike with the Hurricanes. The other team's still going, as I mentioned. I think they will actually have, it must be 3 minutes actually. Not too sure how they're working it out. I was told 15 seconds, but that makes no sense because they're on the bike now and it's a buy-in, so I'm assuming they got another 3 minutes. So we'll just keep an eye on that. But as we mentioned before, make sure that you jump into the comments. Let us know who your favorite team is. Cheer them on. If you have any questions for myself or Ruan, drop them in the comments. We'll happily answer. And there they are on the complex, looking really good. When you have your boyfriend as Josh, you know that Regan is going to be putting in a big effort. She's also going to be super fit. That is Regan as well as Sacha. They're both from CrossFit 360 Vida. Sad news there about 360 Vida. They are going to be closing their doors. very unfortunate. They've been around for quite a while, and they generally have quite a majority of teams at competitions. They usually have like 5 or 6 teams there, so very sad to see that they will no longer be around. Riggs now on the bar, the complex. And that's the end of heat number 2 here. Next up, heat number 3. Don't go anywhere. We'll be with you in a bit. Right, we back up at our favorite summer comp, the WICO comp. Heat number 3 underway. Hopefully everything's right here. Lane 1, Grizzly Gains. Lane 2, Derobo Queen Bees. Lane 3, 2 Peas in a WOD. And lane number 4, Jelly Beans. Right, let's keep an eye out on these ladies. We are looking for any ladies that are going to be doing those ring muscle ups. If any of them do the ring muscle ups, they will automatically be number one. So quite interesting. We'll have to see what happens there. I don't think anyone's actually going to do it. We'll have to see. What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, definitely. Team Femme Fatale, they'll definitely do muscle ups. I know Meryl can do muscle ups. Her teammate can't, so she'll have to bomb them all out herself. But they'll still get a first place, so it's worth it.
But I mean, when you look at having to do 6 ring muscle ups between every, remember, it's not just one set of 6 ring muscle ups. It's after your hang snatches, then you do ring muscle ups. Then you do your hang clean and jerk. Then you do another 6 ring muscle ups. So it's quite a lot. Do you think Meryl will hang on for those?
Well, if they're the only team to do ring muscle ups, they'll automatically come first. So it doesn't matter if they do 1 or 6. But also the MHC team Blonde Bombs, I know the one lady can do muscle ups. So that'll be their competition.
But where they will fall short then is when they come to scoring opportunity number 2. They won't, because remember, they have to finish everything before moving to scoring opportunity number 2. So this is something you need to think about as well. If they don't get through those ring muscle ups, they don't get scoring opportunity number 2. What do you think, Jen?
Well, I do think that you have to take into account scoring opportunity 2, and if you aren't confident on the rings, especially under fatigue, then maybe it's better just to go for a scaled option.
100%. So I think Meryl and them, probably just because everyone else has done the scaled, I would rather just do the scaled, get to scoring opportunity 2, because remember at scoring opportunity number 2, they can then move into the RX, because they can do the RX version and actually automatically get 1 point there for that version, because everyone else so far has done scaled option 1 or 2. They haven't done RX yet. So very interesting heat still to come.
One teammate could do the 25 hang clean and jerks, and then the other teammate does the ring muscle ups. So she could save herself for the ring.
That's also true, but that would be brutal, absolutely brutal. I think, look, it is an option, but I think you'd blow out. I don't think the athletes will have the tank, because, look, I did this workout by myself, the whole workout, and it took me, I think it was like 20-something minutes. So it's to do this by yourself, it's quite brutal. I didn't do the ring muscle. I just did so I just did the 30 hang snatches and everything in between that. And it took me like 20-something minutes. So yeah, I think it would be really, and especially the grip as well. My grip afterwards was trashed. So yeah, very interesting. I actually can't wait to see what happens in heat number 4 with those RX ladies. If any ladies do choose to go RX, it'll be very interesting. But at the moment, yeah, we're going to get a leaderboard update here from Gemma. Gemma, let us know who are our current leaders.
So currently in the lead is Team TNT. And then we have in second place Samsung Chicks. That's Ron Potgieter's sister, our current number 2 in Africa. And in third place we have 2 Trailer Park Girls. No, sorry, my mistake. Flintstones in third place.
And then very interesting, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this. So that workout number 1, it looked like Justin and Bev got ahead by 1 rep on the pistol squat. So Josh and Alden got 102, and then Justin and Bev got 103. However, 1 second difference on scoring opportunity 1, where Josh and Alden actually took that, as well as the run. So that gives them the lead at the moment. But I think it's just by 1 point. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. Just by 1 point. You could blame the judge for their 1 second lead or 1 second coming second place. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting competition. It's nice that they're so close. Third place is 5 points behind second place.
And who's that? Legion. Legion also looked very comfortable. But we're going to catch up with our teams here. You see a lot of these athletes all doing the scaled version once again. So we just got our on the floor presenter, Jenna. Here's Jenna now. Tell us, what did Jean-Marie just tell you?
So they said that they are going to do the RX version, which is the 6 ring muscle ups every round. Jean-Marie is going to do most of the hang snatching, the clean and jerk, and the thrusters and the hang squats. And Meryl's going to try bang out those 6 ring muscle ups every round.
So Gemma is correct. Like I said, I think it's going to be quite taxing on those athletes. But if it works in their favor, they're going to walk away with possibly a scoring opportunity 1 and 2 if they get through. So big risk there, because if they don't get that scoring opportunity 2, that automatically puts them in last place. They get 0, well, not 0 points, they get max points. How many teams are there? So I think it's 20. Let's just call it 20 points. So quite a big risk here for Meryl and Jean. But I'm excited to see that one. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you're watching for the first time. If you've never subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It helps us immensely. It allows us to generate a bit more cash flow, and then also we can then upgrade our cameras as well as crew. At the moment, there's only 3 of us once again here at WICO Fitness. We'd love to get a bigger crew and have more cameras on the floor moving around for you so you can see more of the action. So hit that subscribe button. It helps us a long way. You see those burpees. So he has an interesting one with the burpees as well. Burpees over bar. A lot of people will be like, oh, why is there only 1 foot going over that bar? Well, actually, the standard here is you just need to get over the bar. You don't actually have to jump. You can literally step over the bar if you want. And you see a lot of athletes choosing that step over rather than the jump over, saving a bit more energy. And with those thrusters, we see on the right-hand side, now we see here on your screen, they're on their hang squat cleans now. But as I was saying about those thrusters, you want to drive with those legs. Use that momentum. Let it drive through your shoulders, and then you can pop that bar up a lot quicker. As Ron said earlier on, you don't want to hesitate with a thruster. The worst thing you can do with a thruster is hesitate, because it makes that bar so much heavier. And then when it comes to those hang squat cleans, you want to get under the bar. You want to catch that bar nice and low, basically almost in a squat, and then squat your way up. The worst thing you can do is catch that bar high and then have to go all the way down into a deep squat and then back up. That's going to cost you a lot of energy, as well as build up that lactic acid, which you don't want. "20 seconds before they move on to the 9 minutes. If you're confused about how this workout works, it's basically every 3 minutes you'll be doing a buy-in of 15 hurricane calories. Then you'll move into your hang snatches, 10 burpees over bar, unless you're doing the RX, then you'll be doing ring muscle ups. Then 25 hang clean and jerks, 20 thrusters, 15 hang squat cleans. And after every single one of those, it will be 10 burpee over bar. And as I mentioned, you don't have to jump over that bar. You can step over that bar, and it makes it a little bit easier here. And at the moment, we see our leaders. Josh standing here in front of us. He's got that new WICO Summer Comp Leader jersey. Very awesome. And a lot of these ladies still fighting it out, trying to get themselves into that second scoring opportunity. But once again, it looks like lane number 1, Grizzly Gaines, they are our current leaders.
Can I see what our score was?
We got Bev here in the house. Bev, I don't know if you saw the scoring there. You guys were literally a second out from getting that leader jersey. 1 second.
I had no idea. Literally, I had no idea. All I was doing, I was just going. That's what I was doing. I was not thinking about who's ahead, how far behind we are. I was just thinking we just need to go and get this points. That's what I was thinking.
So you guys got one singular point, because remember, single points, you want to get the least amount of score. So you guys beat them on those squats, on the pistol squats. However, the run, you were out by a few calories, not much. But then the overall workout, 1 second, and that was the difference, actually, was that 1 second. But beating them in the pistol squats, does that kind of give you confidence that you can stick with them throughout this comp and possibly maybe get that leader jersey from them a little bit later?
I'll be honest with you, it does give us confidence. It does give us confidence because we know we just have to stay, we just need to stay close to them. This next workout is not our best workout, but we're looking forward to the rest of the workouts that are coming up next. This is our worst workout coming up next. But we've got a plan in hand, and we plan to stick to the plan and stay as close as we can to Jamie and his fan.
That's it. So basically you're looking for a little bit of damage control, and if you can get out of this with a decent amount of less points, should I say, that helps you going forward, because you know that you can do well in those up and coming workouts.
Definitely. The plan is just to stay close to them. If we just stick to that plan, hopefully they slip up and we're there to take the win.
There you go, that's Bev. They'll be up very soon, so keep an eye out on them. They are chasing down those leader jerseys. And of course our ladies here, the Grizzlies, they are still doing a great job here at the moment. They're in lane number 1. Grizzly Gains, Dorobo Queen Bees, 2 peas in a pod, a wad, and then lane number 4, Jelly Beans. They are in that final buy-in as we watch lane number 4, Jelly Beans, getting massive crowd support here, as well as lane number 3, 2 peas in a wad. Everyone cheering them on. As on your screens now, Jelly Beans getting ready for that complex. Nicole on your screen now. Nicole looks like she's about to start. And yes, off she goes. Nicole busy with that complex. Remember, it is 1 rep for a toe to bar and a pull-up. So they are currently now 3 reps up. And right next to them, it is a close one in lane number 3, 2 peas in a wad. They are about 3 reps behind. And great stuff here at the summer comp. We love these sort of competitions. Just opens up the door for those beginners. If you're starting out, and it allows you to compete with some of those RX ladies. Having the RX ladies around you as well as the scaled ones, it is a perfect comp to start out your CrossFit career. And we're going to talk a little bit later on more about CrossFit and what they're doing in terms of separating the games from your masters, your teens, and your adaptive athletes. We'll find out from Ruan, Jenna, Gemma, and maybe some other athletes as well, what their thoughts are on CrossFit separating all the divisions. "30 seconds remaining." You can see some of these athletes on the toes to rings. And that is scaled option 2. Remember, there are 2 different scaled options. Scaled option 1, that is the complex, and then scaled option 2 is just the rings. And that is time. So that's very interesting. We had Grizzly Gains. They were leading most of the way, and then all of a sudden Jelly Beans came out of nowhere, just to take that lead. And then it looked like in second was 2 Ps in a WOD, and then in third, Grizzly Gaines. Don't go anywhere. Heat number 4, we're going to see Femme Fatale. They are up next. Right, we are back here for heat number 4. Right, it's going to be interesting. So, we had a couple of people chat to Jean-Marie and Meryl, advising them against doing the ring muscle ups. So let's see what happens here. Will they go into the ring muscle ups? We know Meryl is quite comfortable on those rings. But remember, it's a different stimulus when you are working out. You've already done a workout. Your rest hasn't been appropriate. So to go into those ring muscle ups when you are fatigued is a different story.
So I went and actually had a chat with Meryl, and I advised her that if they go and do the ring muscle ups, then they might not get to scoring opportunity 2, which will drop them down in the leaderboard. So I advised them rather do the scaled version, do the burpees over the bar, and then do the RX version of max toes to rings. Then they'll have a better scoring opportunity 2, and they'll have a better chance of winning the workout. And they did agree with me, so they're not going to go for the 6 ring muscle ups.
And there you have it from our little insider, Gemma, making sure that she gets there. And now we're gonna catch up with lane 1. Now we're gonna see exactly what they do. You see they are busy with those hang snatches, and Meryl, beautiful Scott Panchek technique there, bouncing out of the pocket. She's not sliding down the femur, she just gets it into the pocket, and look at that, they have gone to the burpees. They are not doing those ring muscle ups. They're choosing a safe option here, and I do believe this is a wise option. You don't want one athlete completely blowing out. Remember, after this, you still have 3 more workouts. It's not like you just have that one workout. You have 3 more workouts. So if Jean-Marie had to do all the hang snatches, all the clean and jerks, all the thrusters, that blows her up for workout number 3, workout number 4, and 5. And remember, we've got those sandbags later. Those sandbags are going to be a big difference in team standings, because the way it works is you don't combine your 2 team scores. It is literally a single man or single lady workout. So your score, so if you finish first overall, you get 1 point. But if your teammate gets 20th overall, you get those 20 points, and that can cost you dearly, because that puts you 21 points. So you want to try to keep as much energy and strength for that sandbag workout, because essentially it's 2 workouts in one, with your athletes with only 1 athlete score counting. I really hope I'm not getting sick again. My throat and chest don't feel so healthy at the moment. I just recovered, and then we went to Fitness in PE, and man, if you guys watch that stream, I do suggest going to go watch that stream. It was an absolute vibe, and one of our great partners in Fitness in PE. And look forward to that comp growing ever so slightly, or ever a lot more actually. They had a great turnout there, and a lot of Joburg athletes seeing our stream, choosing to go there next year. And then of course we have Last Man Standing next weekend. Make sure that you tune in for that. We are estimating a good couple of thousand views once again, and we're going to make sure that we get those comments rolling. Our main objective here at ItsHappening.Africa is to grow that CrossFit community. We want everyone to take part. We want you to be part of our community. If you are looking to send us some of your videos, if you're taking part at Last Man Standing, make sure that we're going to put up a QR code a little bit later. You can scan that QR code and send us your videos. We'll put them on the stream here today to show your preparation for Last Man Standing. So don't go anywhere. That QR code will be coming up a little bit later. You can scan that QR code and get yourself that video up and running onto our stream here at WICO. And like I said, we're all about community, so we want you all involved. We don't want to cause that separation with all the competitions. We want everyone to support everyone, and that's the way our CrossFit community grows here in South Africa. Drop us a comment. Tell us what are your thoughts on the WICO comp. And we might also be doing a giveaway a little bit later. We're going to have a chat with some of our sponsors and see what we can do for you. We'll have a little quiz. "20 seconds before they move on to that 6 to 9 minutes. Remember, it is 3 minutes. Every 3 minutes on the 3, they will chip away. And at the moment, our teams in lane 1, Femme Fatale, as well as lane 2, WICO Slayers, are going neck and neck, but not too far. Those ladies, lane number 3, Blonde Bombs, as well as Chalk It Up in lane 4, they are not too far behind. They are chasing down these athletes. I think it's going to be really, really interesting. What happens in scoring opportunity number 2? Will these athletes go for the RX, or will they go for the scaled version 1 and 2? Right, if you're looking for that QR code, you want to get your videos up on the stream, please scan that QR code on the left-hand side of your screen. Make sure you tick all the boxes, and then you can upload a video, and we will put that on the stream. It doesn't matter what video it is. Just send us a video, and we'll put that up for you. All right. And here's Meryl already into her complex. And look at that. We have another team. It looks like Blonde Bombs. Blonde Bombs are in the mix here. They now find themselves in that second place position. So Blonde Bombs, as well as our Femme Fatale, they are neck and neck. 2 reps each at the moment for that complex. Remember, that complex is a ring muscle up, as well as, a toes to ring into a ring muscle up. That is 1 rep. We're going to catch up here with our leader. So we got Josh here. Josh, I don't know if you know this, but 1 second was what gave you that leader jersey. Just 1 second. So very close between you, Justin, and Bev. How are you feeling now for the next one?
I think the first workout was a good one to wake me up, So now the second one, now I kind of know what to expect. I think it's harder being going in the heat before all the big guys, because they can kind of pick strategy off of you, So yeah, I suppose we just have to have it ham and see what happens.
Awesome. There's Josh. We're looking forward to that next one. And doing a great job here. The man from CrossFit 360. And like I mentioned earlier on, unfortunately, they are going to be closing their doors. But Josh opening up his very own box called Grit. So look out for that. And here it is. They're moving in to the next round. They are on that 9 to 12 minute now. These ladies have done exceptionally well to get to this point. They're already in scoring opportunity number 2. And the Blonde Bombs, as well as Femme Fatale, they are your current top 2 here. So look at that. It is 5 each at the moment on that complex 4. Lane 1 and lane 3. They're on 5 each. That is Femme Fatale as well as lane number 3. And look at this. Let's see if Blonde Bomb can get into 6 reps. She does. 6 reps there for her, and those are your new leaders at the moment, the Blonde Bombs. You can see Meryl there in the background. She's just relaxing a little bit, trying to get the muscle, the blood back into the muscles. And let's see, will there be another rep here? She squeezes. You see Meryl in the background. And boom, the blonde bombs on 7. And it looks like a no rep there in the background for Meryl. So at the moment, it looks like a two rep lead for our ladies here in lane number 3. That is blonde bombs. Brilliant stuff here by those two ladies. Doing a great job. And I think Meryl and them made the right choice in not doing those RX 6 ring muscle ups. It would have cost them dearly in scoring opportunity number 2. As we see the rest of the field here, we got lane number 2 WICO Slayers as well as Chalk It Up Girls. They are doing the scaled option 2, so they are looking for those top points in scale option 1. Scale option 1 is a toe to bar and then a pull up for that 1 rep. And then don't be shy, guys. Make sure you drop us a comment. Let us know how your day is. Let us know where you're watching from. And remember, there is still another round coming up. The blonde bombs, they have one more round and they are starting to open up a lead over Meryl and Jean-Marie, aka Herbie Fully Loaded. Remember that buy-in, this is their final buy-in. They got 15 calories they got on that Hurricane bike. And as we mentioned before, if you've just tuned in, that Hurricane bike is a lot different to the Assault bike. The Assault bike, smaller fan, you can play a lot more with it. But with the Hurricane bike, the bigger fan, you don't want that bike to slow down because it's going to take a lot longer for you to tick over on the calories. And it looks like Meryl caught up. It is 9-9. But as I say that, we see the blonde bombs. Looks like they got a rep ahead. It is 10-9 at the moment. The blonde bombs in the lead with 1 rep. And I didn't see Meryl catch up. Meryl got a few extra reps in there without us seeing. And it's 10-10 at the moment apparently. 10-10. We see Meryl on your screen here. And the blonde bombs, unlucky. Here's Meryl. Meryl unable to get up. Very, very interesting, yeah. 10 apiece at the moment. 1:20 left on the clock. If I was them, I'd take a nice, big, long break here. I'd rather get a clean rep rather than fight one out. That clean rep's going to be less energy than that one that you're fighting for. And then possibly you can get a second fighting rep in here as well. You can see there, Meryl, she doesn't have enough in her right now. I would take a nice long rest. And unfortunately there, our camera decided to freeze on us. But Blonde Bomb got up there, and they are now leading 11-10. Meryl looking to get up. Meryl fighting hard. Meryl looking to get up there, and she can't get up. So it looks like our score with 30 seconds remaining might just stay at 11-10 unless Meryl can dig something out. Jean-Marie looking to jump up. Jean-Marie now looking for a big kip. And she can't get herself up. And Meryl unfortunately not getting up there, and that is the end of heat number 4 here at the WICO Summer Comp. Make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. Most importantly, hit the bell notifications. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be jumping into heat number 5 in just a little bit. Right, we are back here for heat number 5. We got Tipsy Tots, Mavana, Wannabe Bubble, and Bubble Butts, and Jamie's Fan. Right, so going to be interesting, yeah. Remember, a little bit of a disadvantage for our leaders here in lane number 1. That is Jamie and his fan, Josh and Alden. And where that disadvantage comes is that you're going to have all the RX men, and there's a couple of them. I'm looking around here at the moment, and a lot of the RX guys are all just watching our leaders at the moment. And they're going to be putting a strategy together to try and beat these men. On your screens at the moment, we have our Tipsy Tots, as well as I think it is Mavana. Is it them? And here are our leaders on your screen now. You can see their perfect technique. Remember, on the bar here is 50 kgs for them. But watch Josh. As he brings that bar down, he's keeping that bar nice and close. What a lot of people do is they actually keep their arms straight, and then that bar comes all the way down and kind of hits you in that in the pocket a little bit harder than what you want. But what Josh did nicely there is dropping that bar straight down into the pocket. There's no round. So if I was filming you from the side, you want to have that bar straight, even when you're bringing the bar down. And you're not getting that rounded boop sort of view when you bring the bar down. And they are on those RX ring muscle ups. They got 10 to get through. So you most likely look Alden and Josh doing 5 each. And you can see, like I said, all the RX men, they are all around here watching. Literally every single team right now of the RX men are watching this heat. But a nice little battle on your screen here, or there was a nice little battle there with Storm from the Tipsy Tots as well as Mavana in lane number 3 going neck and neck here. So, confirmation that Mavana is correct. We got Savannah as well as Melissa. They're from CrossFit Kempton. Savannah loves the pullovers as well as pistols, so she probably enjoyed the first workout. And then the squat snatch is the favorite movement there for Melissa. Right, and while we watch these ladies carry on, we're going to ask that question to Jenna. We spoke about CrossFit now introducing separate competitions for the elites, our RX athletes. That's obviously your okay, not Matt Fraser, your Claire Toomeys, and then of course the masters, the teams, all separate competitions at different venues. Do you, in your opinion, think it's the right move for CrossFit?
I think it's a tricky one because CrossFit as a whole and the CrossFit community preaches a certain level of inclusivity, and I feel like separating that is not as inclusive as it could be. And I feel like every athlete, irrespective of their division or their capabilities, should be showcased on the same sort of playing field in the same arena as every other athlete, because at the end of the day, every single one of those athletes deserves to be there and it shouldn't be separate.
And we'll catch up with Gemma in a bit. She's just getting some questions here. But I think I have to agree with you on that part. I obviously have to play the neutral because I'm a commentator. But I do have to agree with you. We talk about community. We talk about growing the sport. And we were talking a little bit earlier on about how you were watching adaptive athletes. For myself, while I'm waiting to watch the elites go, the big names, I'm watching the masters, I'm watching the teams, I'm watching the adaptive athletes, because it's awesome. It's awesome to see. Now they're going to be at the same time, different venues, different competition, and I feel like it takes away from that exclusivity, as you mentioned. But yeah, I think that's a good point on your side. So basically your idea is have them all at the same venue and keep it that way, basically keep the exclusivity. Right, Gemma's now available. Gemma, what are your thoughts on that whole situation? 4 different comps, whatever it may be.
So I do believe that CrossFit must know what they're doing and there must be a bigger reason for them doing it. I do think what Jenna says could be a factor as well, that everybody's not on the same platform anymore. But it could make age divisions a bigger comp and it could make adaptive a bigger comp. I think it can go one way or the other and we won't know until they do it. At the moment, I think the RX Elite guys overshadow the adaptive and the age groups. Whereas if it's all separate, it could be 3 major comps. So I think it could be a good thing for the sport and people could work towards, more people might work towards going to the age group because it might not be as daunting because you don't have Tia Tumi there watching you. So I think it could be a good thing for the sport.
Yeah, so yeah, that is a fair point though, what Gemma just said now. And maybe it does help the adaptive athletes, it does help the teens and the masters get more exposure. But there's that question of, it's not 100% confirmed, but it's basically all on the same weekend, same time, just different venues and stuff. So that's the question, is like, will that happen or are they going to have it on different weekends? It hasn't been confirmed. I haven't seen anything in terms of the news just yet on that, but it does play a factor in terms of what are these athletes, are they going to get the right amount of viewership? If, say now, you got a Tia Claire Toomey, everyone wants to see her, versus the adaptive athletes like Lenshin, for example, our South African athlete, will they get the same viewership? So that is the question, and that is what we're waiting to confirm, is whether that will be on the same weekend and at the same times. And as we catch up here, once again, our RX leaders, our males, Josh, Jamie and his fan, doing an exceptional job there. They're already into scoring opportunity number 2. The rest of the field, as mentioned, they'll be paying a close attention here on these 2 athletes, and they're most likely going to be counting reps. I know if I was in this competition, I'm watching every single rep, I'm counting those reps, and I'm going to make sure I know what that number is before I move into this workout. So as mentioned, bit of a disadvantage here for our leaders as the rest of the field. And like I said, they are all here, they are all watching. And Jenna signing out here. She's off to go party. Yeah, she's actually going to go train. I actually want to train. I feel fat. And I need to eat. But anyway, so if I was competing here, I'm definitely counting these reps. I'm making sure I know what targets I need to hit. And when I'm competing against the rest of the field, I'm making sure that I bury them. I just have a very violent way of approaching things. And that would be destroying the other teams and mentally breaking them down. So a big mental aspect that a lot of people don't pay attention to. And I know, I'm not going to mention it on stream, but I know a couple of these athletes, I know where their mental game is at, because I've trained with most of the guys here, and I know where their weaknesses are in terms of the mental game. They might have the physical aspect on me on certain things, but on the mental side of things, I'm fairly confident on that. And what I'm trying to get at, Joe, why my producer laughs at me, is that we're going to look at those mental aspects, because I know Josh is a very mentally strong athlete, and when those heats combine later on, there might be something that not that he lacks on a lot, because let's face it, Josh is an absolute tank of a human being, but mentally I know that Josh can break down athletes, and I look forward to seeing when they get together whether he'll be able to do that, and I think he will, as well as Alden. Alden also a very, very strong mentally strong athlete. As we catch up here with Nirvana, that is Savannah from Kenton Park here on your screen. But Alden also a very strong mental athlete, and those two combined, Josh and Alden, they can break down those athletes mentally and possibly walk away with the win here. But in saying that, we got Bevan and we got Justin, who will be trying to fight for those leader jerseys. We're going to catch up here now with Gemma. Gemma's just dug up some information.
So I did some research on the 2024 CrossFit Games. So the Masters are actually moving to an event called the Legends Championship, which is an event that has been held since 2020, if I'm not mistaken. And the teen division is moving to the Pit Games, which is a teenage games that they hold every year. And then the adaptive division is moving to something called the Wheel WOD. So it looks like all the divisions are actually moving to a current competition. So looks like it'll be different dates, different venues, not the same date.
Right, and that's good news at least, because as we mentioned, we don't want that to fall on the same weekend. But yeah, that looks like, as you mentioned, all going to existing competitions already. So it's going to be interesting to see. And yeah, if it's an existing competition, I feel like they'll already have their viewership for that specific comp, because they've already built that community up. So it might actually be a good thing. We'd have to see. I guess that's what the 2024 season is going to be all about. And speaking of the 2024 season, don't forget, we are in the process of filming a documentary with a couple of the athletes that potentially could make their way to the games next year. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and bell notification button. Then you'll be the very first to know when we go live with episode 1 of our documentary with these athletes. It's going to be a very interesting one. And I must say, it has been a fun experience thus far, filming these athletes. As we watch Josh on the screen there, just an absolute beast of a human. He just does not stop. And when he does, it's just because he's giving Alden a turn. As we look at our ladies now, see a couple of these ladies just going with scaled option 2, some of them going for scaled option 1. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens, because majority of these teams, I think only 3 teams have gone for the ring muscle up and toe to ring ring muscle up. So a lot of the athletes. On that scaled option 1. And Alden, yeah, going topless, sun's out, guns out. He's not a father yet, but he's got the dad bod. You'd swear he's got twins. And we're going to catch up here with our scaled option number 1. You can see there, they are toes to bar into a pull-up. And then, yeah, you got scaled option number 2. It's just max toes to rings. Alden going to squeeze in one more rep. He does. And a great effort there once again from our leaders, Josh. And then big ups to our ladies here on the floor. We had Mavana, Tipsy Tarts, as well as Wanna Be Bubble Butts doing a great job in making sure that they get all those reps in there. Next up, we got heat number 6, so don't go anywhere. All right, we are back here, and next up, heat number 6. We got lane number 1, Scully, lane number 2, Benchwarmers, lane 3, Daredevils, lane 4, Stormtroopers. And I do believe that Jamie and his fan, that's Josh and Alden, got 46 reps on those ring muscle-ups. That is hefty. So very, very exciting. We're going to see what the rest of these teams can do. will anyone be able to catch the fittest man in Africa, as well as Alden, the man with the mental game of a special forces member. We got our bench warmers. We got Adhil's Samai, as well as Dale Hartog. Adhil is 37 and Dale is 39. Both of these athletes have been in CrossFit for 2 years, and guess what? They are from CrossFit 360 Vita. And Dale, Gauteng School Cricket. Ariel says the most most reps he's ever done was 300 squats in Murph. And it looks like we got Scully in lane 1. They are on those ring muscle ups. They're choosing to go with the RX. You can see just off screen a couple of these athletes doing the scaled version, doing the burpee over bar rather, just keeping it safe for now. And the big thing, with a lot of these athletes, you'll see if they don't have that technique where they're bouncing out of the pocket, they're going to be using a lot more energy. As we see here in lane number 4, they are using a lot more energy, and that is Stormtroopers. And we have Nina here from TNT. Nina, how are you finding the comp so far?
No, it's been good, thanks.
Catching her off guard, yeah. Do you think, so you guys, I think you're currently still sitting in 3rd. You think you guys can hang on to that 3rd place?
Well, we're going to give it our best. We'll see how the next workout goes, because that will be the divider. And then just have fun.
There you have it. That's Nina from TNT. Just catching her off guard there. But a lot of... Oh, they're second now. No. A lot of these athletes are busy with those clean and jerks at the moment. Lane number 1. I still believe they are our leaders, but of course they will be the leaders as well. Because they are, I think, the only team doing the RX at the moment. I haven't seen anyone else do ring muscle ups. And you can see there that's bounce off the pocket into that clean and jerk. You can use his legs a little bit more to drive that weight up. He's not using too much of the legs, but also with a 50 kg bar, it's not as heavy. So you can actually move that bar nice and easy. And yeah, we see our scaled option guys. They are busy with those burpee over the bar. Remember, they can actually just step over. They don't have to jump. However, the jump is a lot faster, and you want to be making sure that you move nice and quick over that bar. Don't be shy. Drop us a comment. Let us know your thoughts. Where are you watching from? 30 seconds left before they move on. They'll be moving to that 6 to 9 minutes. See some of these some of these men on those thrusters there. Remember, if they can get through their final few reps of the clean and jerk, get the burpees over bar done as quick as they can move straight into those thrusters. It's that time, that 3-minute time cap that they have. Remember, 3 minutes every 3 minutes on the 3 minutes. Then they'll have that buy-in again, which is 15 calories on that Hurricane bike. Hurricane bike, as we mentioned, not an easy one. That fan, a lot bigger than the assault bike. So to get it started is quite a mission. You want to keep it going, and those calories tick over a lot slower than your assault bike. So the ladies in front of me here, they're just TNT. They're like, okay, they're fourth now, but only by 1 point. So they're still hanging on. But all eyes here on our athletes at the moment. The only guys in lane number 1 doing the RX, that is Scully. They are chasing down 46 reps. And if you're looking to get your videos up on the stream, make sure you scan that QR code. Doesn't matter what comp it is, show us what you're doing, where you're training, why you're training. You can upload a video onto our forum and we'll get that onto the stream here today, and you'll be able to watch that live on our stream. So scan that QR code, make sure you tick all the boxes, and then upload that video for us, and we'll make sure that you get that onto the stream today. Looks like Scully, they are wrapping things up here. Oh! Takes a bit of a fall, but he's okay. And he's a former SA water polo player. That is Sean Campbell. As well as his partner, it's Ollie Green. Sean 32, Ollie 32. Sean Campbell says, how long have you been training for? He says, since I was conceived. His favorite movement is the bench press. I think Sean used to hang out a lot at Billy's. His favorite cardio machine is the elliptical. So yeah, I would definitely say the man loved Billy's. The elliptical and the bench press. And Ollie Green, the man has been doing CrossFit for 6 years now. Both these athletes are from Proform. And both these athletes love a chipper, and there's nothing like a every 3 minutes on the 3 minutes chipper with a buy-in of 15 calories. Conan, I think that he's like the master of programming chippers. You can see there on your screen, they're just waiting now, Sean on that bike. Ollie waiting to get onto those hang squat cleans. And Sean also runs that SK swim school out there in, out here in Douglasdale. So you know that man, if there was a pool, he is going to destroy in the pool. And you see there we go on the hang squat cleans. Ollie there catching the bar a little bit high. If he could catch that bar a little bit lower, you'll save a little bit more energy. And in a day like this where you have 5 workouts in one day, you want to try to save as much energy as you can. Make sure to share this live stream with your friends. If you're looking to do live streams, we do everything you can think of. We do all sports. We even do equestrian. So make sure if you're interested, head on over to ItsHappening.Africa. Contact us, let us know what you want to stream, and we'll get you guys the very best in streaming quality with ItsHappening.Africa. And if that's not your scene, if you're not looking to do live streaming, however, you are running a company that you'd like to get onto our stream, make sure that you advertise with us. At our bigger events, we can average anything between 10,000 and 20,000 views at an event. And remember, our streams stay up forever, so bang for your buck. You'll get a once-off payment for your advert, but every time someone goes onto our stream to go watch, if you have athletes who couldn't watch the stream because they were competing, they'll go watch that stream later on and they will see your advert and possibly even jump onto your website. If you choose to use the QR advertising system with us, we set up QR codes. Everything that you need that is advertising here with us at ItsHappening.Africa. And we are looking to grow the community here in South Africa, the CrossFit community. So send us your videos. We have put up a QR code earlier on. That QR code now will be on your screen shortly. You can scan it again. Send us your videos. Let us know what you are training for. And there you have it on the right hand side, bottom right corner. Make sure you scan that QR code. You're going to tick the boxes and then upload any video of you training. Of course, we are going to be doing a screening process, so don't try to get funny with us. We will catch you out. So yes, upload those videos and let us share your content, give you a little bit more fame as we watch Scully there onto their final scoring opportunity in this workout. The sands of time running out for these athletes. And he gets up, and the crowd goes wild. He goes wild. That's our former SA water polo player, Sean Campbell, getting his team a rep, and everyone went bananas. Ollie doing all the work here at the moment. Here comes Sean. Another attempt. Let's see what the man can do. Big kip. Oh, almost. Athletes now, they are emptying the tank. They want to finish up here.
7 on the floor. Get ready. Let's place your top neck ready. Are you ready? Athletes, are you ready to take your strength?
All right, we back here. We're just going to quickly catch up with that leaderboard. Ladies, at the moment, of the WOD number 2, we have Blood Bomb sitting in first place, 11 points. Femme Fatale is sitting in in second place with 14 points. And then WICO Slayers with 16 points, but not too far behind. We have TNT, 17 points. So those top 4, it's going to be a neck and neck battle moving into WOD 3 and 4 and 5 later on today. And once again, like I mentioned, I think that sandbag is going to be a big differentiator between these top 4 teams in the ladies. As we now jump into heat number 7. We've got lane 1, Vida WW11. Lane number 2, MK SummerSlam. Lane 3, Hustle and Muscle. And then lane 4, Basimane. Apologies if I butcher that a little bit. Just looking at a couple of these athletes around the arena at the moment, they are all stretching it out. Some of them just competed or breathing really hard, sweating. So the thing with WICO, as much as I love WICO, we have these zinc roofs and it gets exceptionally hot in this place. The aircon does not do much, especially on the competition floor. The aircons are mainly focused on the training floor, where most of our classes happen. So these athletes on the floor are going to be hurting when it comes to the heat. We got MK SummerSlam, Nicholas, as well as Robert. Nicholas is 40, Robert is 42. And Robert only been doing CrossFit for 18 months. Well, both of them actually 18 months. And Robert says, favorite cardio machine? None. I hate the machines. So definitely not going to enjoy that Hurricane bike. Hurricane bike is an absolutely brutal machine. As we see those snatches, hang snatches. Lane 1 and 2 on your screens there. That is Vida as well as MK SummerSlam. And MK SummerSlam doing a great job on those snatches. But our men in lane number 3, Hustle and Muscle. Sorry, that is Basimane. They are now on their ring muscle ups already. The men in lane number 4. So they move into their second buy-in now. And they are working that Hurricane bike. Still early days, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how these athletes respond in those later rounds, yeah. But at the moment, they still look good. Can see hustle and muscle as well as MK SummerSlam. They are getting ready. But here is our men in lane number 4. Basimone, they are doing a great job. Already on those ring muscle ups once again. Oh, sorry, they're not. They're just finishing off those ring muscle ups. Remember, it is a chipper. So where they finished off on their last rep, they'll be moving into those clean and jerks. You can see the athletes next to them, they're still on those hang snatches, struggling with that bar. But then we look at our men in lane number 3, hustle and muscle. They are on their ring muscle ups now. MK, they were doing a great job there on the screen there. They were looking really comfortable with those hang clean and jerks. I wouldn't count them out just yet. I think they might actually be doing, I didn't see if they went onto those ring muscle ups. I think they might be doing scale option 1. You can see there, hustle and muscle struggling a little bit with those ring muscle ups. Basimone, they still look very comfortable on those ring muscle ups. And MK are doing scaled version 1. Our athletes having a little dance here in the background with their massage guns. Our sound, sponsored by Monique, one of our judges. Went out of her way to put us a playlist together. Let us know. So we also have one of our partners here. They are giving away, I'm just trying to remember what it's called, to be honest. But they are the Smile Zone. That is correct. The Smile Zone here, they are sponsoring teeth whiteners for our top teams. That is the Smile Zone. Make your teeth look white. Especially if you're an avid coffee drinker. I think the best place to go to is the Smile Zone. As we see Basimone, yeah, once again, they just look really good. The gymnastics side for Basimone is really good for them at the moment. Where I do think they might struggle a little bit is when it gets to that heavy lift-off later on. But this is a prime opportunity for them to get those points on the board and beat those bigger teams who are going to struggle with those muscle ups. They're already putting themselves in a prime position just by being able to do the RX. A lot of athletes you see there are not choosing the RX and they're going with the scale option 1, which automatically puts you in the lower half of the leaders. If you've just tuned in, the way it works is if you do RX, you'll then have an opportunity. So say there's 20 teams, 10 teams do RX, 10 teams do scaled option 1. The RX guys, no matter what, they will always get points 1 to 10. The lowest score is the winning score. So if you win scoring opportunity 1, you'll get 1 point. If you come last, you'll get 20 points. Unless you're doing RX. If you come last in the RX, then you'll get 10 points. But if you come last in the scaled, you'll get 20 points. Scaled option 1, they will always only get 11 points if they win that scoring opportunity. So that's just a bit of a better understanding of what to expect in terms of the scoring. Least amount of points are what you are looking for our winners. As our men jump back into the buy-in, 15 calories on that Hurricane bike. At the moment, our leaders in lane number 4, Basimani, and then in lane number 3 are in second for the RX. Then MK, SummerSlam is in first for the scale, and then Vida in lane 1. They are second at the moment in this heat. We'd obviously have to look at those scoreboards a little bit later just to find out where everyone is positioned at the moment. But in the ladies, we have right at the top, we have those blonde bombs with 11 points. Femme Fatale in second with 14, and WICO Slayers in third at the moment with 16. But just 1 point behind is TNT. And as I mentioned, it is hot on that floor at the moment. Those athletes are suffering. See these athletes, some of them on those hang squat cleans. MK there, getting a no rep. Remember, you have to stand up with the bar. You cannot drop it from the bottom position or just coming up. You got to lock out, clear control. As we watch Hustle and Muscle, they get themselves up for another ring muscle up. Gymnastics always favoring the smaller athletes. And it looks like possibly a no rep there. Remember, 46 reps was Jamie and his fan, that is Josh and Alden. They got 46 reps in scoring opportunity 2, which is a toe to ring and a ring muscle up. These athletes are still in the chipper, where they are chipping away at their workout, which is... Sorry, I just need my sheet here. Sheet ran away from me. 30 hang snatches, 6 ring muscle ups, 25 hang clean and jerks, 10 bomb ring muscle ups, 20 thrusters, 10 ring muscle ups, 15 hang squat cleans. That will be for time. Scoring opportunity 2 will be max toes to ring plus ring muscle up, which is equal to 1 rep. And Jamie and his fan, that is Josh and Alden, they got 46 reps. So a lot of athletes are going to be chasing down that score. They're going to be strategizing, and they'll know exactly what they need to do to try to beat that score. Vida, we have Wilson as well as Tato. Wilson is 46, Tato is 34. And again, all from CrossFit 360, as mentioned earlier on. They will be shutting their doors, I think, at the end of the year. But a lot of the coaches starting their own gyms. Josh, of course, starting Grit. similar colors actually to what we have here at the WICO Summer Comp. That's pink and blue. Wilson has been doing CrossFit for 5 years. Tato, only 11 months. And he's already in his first comp, showing his skill, which is quite high for 11 months. So we catch up here with Osimane. They're there on the right side of the screen there with those ring muscle ups. I can only assume that they're finishing up. Ten seconds, time running out for these athletes. And done and dusted here for the athletes. Don't go anywhere. Next up, we got heat number 8. And of course, we got the tainted supplement sitting in second, but only by 1 point. Interesting, so don't go anywhere.
8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Right, and off they go. We have heat number 7 underway. Oh, sorry, number 8. And lane number 1, Euro Fitness. Lane 2, Rock and Rollers. Lane 3, Tainted Supplements. Lane 4, the Legion. IPS, I don't know, I need to ask them again on that one. I'm so sorry, Megs and Blakes. Man. I was calling them hippies last time. And then my mom there in the comments, giving me a wave. Hi Mom, I'm famous, Mom. And also go check out her YouTube channel. She recently started a YouTube channel. She's also trying to become famous. Right, so going to be very interesting here with some top dogs, the big dog heats. Currently, Tainted Supplements in second, 1 point back. They are looking to get up there. They know they need to get 46 reps on that complex on scoring opportunity 2. So, going to be interesting to see what they do and how they approach this workout. As our men in lane at number 1, Euro Fitness, they are our early leaders here. That is Dwan and Devil. Dwan is 34, he's been doing CrossFit for 6 years. And then Devil, 32, he's been doing CrossFit for 4 years. And we've got to keep an eye out on Devil for the next workout. He loves himself a 21-15-9 workout. The typical old school CrossFit numbers that we're seeing, 21-15-9. We'll be getting something similar in WOD number 3. As we look at the top dogs here in heat 8. We had Rock and Rollers, Euro Fitness, as well as Legion and Tainted Supplements.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
All back into the second buy-in. Volky says, go Migs and Blake. There we go. Let's get the comments rolling in. Don't be shy. Let us know who you're here for. Catch up here with Tainted Supplements. We got Justin as well as Bev. Justin is 40 and Bev 27. Justin could be the father of Bev. Both of these athletes have been in CrossFit or been training for 7 years. And Bev definitely loves a chipper, so he's going to enjoy this workout. He's on that Mayhem athlete programming, so you know they do a lot of volume. And they still on those snatches. Very interesting. They did say this is their worst workout. Justin, you can see he's favoring that left side. That right shoulder of his not 100%. So those ring muscle ups, it looks like Bev is most likely going to do all 6. As Bev jumps onto his ring muscle ups. He's just outside of your screen now. And there he is there, as well as It looks like Miggs. Yeah, that is Miggs from Legion. Like I mentioned before, Miggs has come a long way. He's been working really, really hard. Every time I see his Instagram stories or his Instagram posts, he's just thinking outside of the box, and that always helps with your improvement. You can't stay on the same thing over and over. You've got to mix it up as a CrossFit athlete. Of course, there's certain elements that are a stable diet of a CrossFitter, and that's your usual lifting and your gymnastics. So those you can obviously keep around, but mix it up, change up the rep scheme, change up the workouts. A lot of athletes are scared to do the run, so maybe as I think it was Devil likes a 21:59, maybe add a run in between that. Just keep mixing it up. Next time, instead of the run, add assault bike, hurricane bike, row, that sort of stuff. And that's what I like to see. Miggs is doing really, really well with that. As we see Bev now on his clean and jerks at the moment, the hang clean and jerks. See Justin on the bike there on the right hand side, and then on the very far left we got our men in lane 1, that is Ura Fitness, sorry. And in lane 2, Rock and Rollers and Legion. At the moment, Tainted Supplements. Spoke to Bev a little bit earlier on. He said this is going to be more of damage control. They know this isn't a good workout for them, especially with Justin having a bit of a shoulder injury at the moment. And here's the man now on your screen. That right side of him is the unhealthy one. So you'll see as these reps start picking up, he'll start favoring that left side. And already we're starting to see that left side being favored a bit. He wraps it up there. Bev jumps into those ring muscle ups. Miggs with him. And here comes Justin. Justin deciding he's going to get into those ring muscle ups. Hopefully his shoulder holds out for the man. Look how much he favors that left side. But we know Justin, if there's just one chick in the stadium watching him, he's going to make sure that that testosterone's flowing and he gets those reps. Great work here by Blake on your screens now. You can see great technique on those squats, hang squat snatches. As well as Miggs, you can see there catching that bar in a nice low position, making sure that he's not squatting all the way from the top. And they back into those ring muscle ups. They'll do it. They'll have a couple of ring muscle ups left, and then they'll move into scoring opportunity number 2. So it looks like they might just be walking away with scoring opportunity 1. Scoring opportunity number 2, as mentioned, they will have a toes to ring into ring muscle up that is equal to 1 rep. They are chasing down 46 reps, which was posted by none other than Josh and Alvin. An absolutely phenomenal performance by those men. But plenty time left here on the clock for these athletes. If they can get off the bike now, get into those complexes, they might just get very much close to that 46 reps set by Josh and Aldi. mean, yeah, in lane number 1, they had a hot early lead. That is Ura Fitness in lane 1. As our current leaders, Legion in lane 4. They are chasing down those 46 reps, and Migs looking very, very comfortable. Final rep here for lane number 2, that is Rock and Rollers. And I must say, these athletes all doing a great job here on those ring muscle ups. But clear leaders now, Blake and Migs, flying quite literally on those rings. And it looks like lane number 1 are in the mix here. Sorry, lane number 2, Rock and Rollers. So Rock and Rollers are now chasing down Legion. Keep those comments coming in. Let us know who you're supporting. And if you're not supporting anyone, why don't you pick a team and let us know. And Volky once again says shout out to Legion. See all these athletes on those complexes now. And the best thing you can do here is get those legs as you come down. Get those legs nice and high behind you. Get those hips nice and close to those rings, just to get yourself a decent fighting chance with those fatigued arms to make sure that you get those complexes. Migs there struggling to get that lockout. He's just off your screen now. The Rock and Rollers, however, looking very comfortable actually. Nice kipping action, nice straight legs, and as I say that, commentator's curse is starting to struggle a little bit on the dip portion of the ring muscle up. So you catch up with these two animals, the Blake and the Bev. Bev's gymnastics also has improved immensely over the last year or so. Seen a couple of Instagram videos where he's doing some big unbroken sets of ring muscle ups. And it looks like Justin won't be doing any more ring muscle ups. I only see Bev. And that is time. It's going to be interesting to see what those reps were. Remember, they were chasing down 46 reps from Right, so if you're wondering what was going on there, there was a bit of an issue with the Hurricane bike, so they had that extra time just to finish up those ring muscle-ups. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Will Justin and Bev have done enough damage control to not fall too far down that leaderboard? But don't go anywhere. Next up, we